What's up, Taurus? This is Crystal with One Little Crystal Tarot, and this is your incoming energy for the month of September. Okay, if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. I'm Crystal. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, and for those of you returning, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. I'm a little out of breath. Forgive me. But anyways, let's see. I did a pre-shuffle. I took some notes. So, Taurus, looks like you all are being faced with a few decisions. I want to say maybe you're at a crossroads with a situation. Now, as far as the cosmos goes, we are out of the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. So what that means is that communication should be clearing up between you and the ones that you're connecting with. Should be getting a little bit more clarity with things. Things should be feeling a lot lighter. But in your case, I think that you are maybe struggling a little bit. And I don't think it has anything to do with the post-shadow period or anything like that. I think this more so has to do with Uranus being in retrograde. Uranus is the planet of change, individuality. It's a very odd planet. You know, it talks about what makes you different, what makes you stand out in the world. And I think that with Taurus being a more, I don't want to say stubborn because that's kind of negative. I don't want to speak negatively of Taurus. Taurus, y'all are more fixated on your way of doing things. You guys are very focused. Very, very, very focused. And it's hard to kind of get you to move. You're not so flexible. Okay, sometimes that's good, sometimes not so good. But anyways, so I feel like you are being put in a place where you're having to make some decisions and change some things. Okay, so I wrote down some key terms here. I got decisions, illusions, options, lack of judgment, new plans, new ideas, reinvention, impatience, sense of self, and movement. So with all that being said, I think that you are just trying to find a new way of doing things. Some of you are just trying to change your presence, or I don't know, like you're just trying to reinvent yourself, find what it is that fits your lane. Like, or maybe some of you are just trying to find your lane, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to find your niche and stick to it, or upgrade your niche, upgrade whatever it is that you do. Okay, this is what I'm feeling, but let's just see what we get out of the reading. Okay, I am using 2 decks here. I'm going to start with the Tarot of Orisha deck. Let me show you guys the book. This is the deck that I will be using. Alright, it's the deck that I started out with 2 years ago. But I put it down about a year ago, so I'm just getting back familiar with it, okay? So excuse me if I struggle just a little bit. Alright. Now, if anything in this reading resonates with you, please hit the like button so we can have an even exchange here. I give you the message and you give me the like, okay? Alright. Now, also, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Don't be afraid to comment or where have you. And hit the notification bell to receive notifications each and every time I post a new video. Okay? This is for the sun, moon, and rising signs of Taurus. Incoming energy for the month of September. Okay? You have fairies and sylphs in reverse. Yep, this is one card that I'm a little unfamiliar with, so I'm going to have to refer to the book. If I remember correctly, I feel like that's has something to do with your identity. Let's see. Fairies and sylphs in reverse. You guys have 7 of water in reverse. Trying to fight off that negative energy. Who isn't? I get that some of you are trying to rise above pettiness. You've got the outcast in reverse. You've got Shango in reverse. And you have Ashumir. So these are like major arcanas. That's what you would refer those cards to, like in the regular tarot deck. I'm going to clarify with the regular tarot deck, so give me just a second, and then I'll let you know what all this means, Taurus. Let's see. So far, yeah, you guys could be signing some documents, or maybe dealing with some legal issues, something with the courts, something with documents. I don't know, maybe certifying something. Some of you are starting school, maybe. Let's see, let's clarify. Why is Ashumir here? Why is Ashumir here? Three of Swords in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. You have Justice in reverse. Yeah, some of y'all are dealing with some legal issues. I'm gonna have to go back to my notes. You have 5 of Cups in reverse, clarifying 7 of Water in reverse, which is basically the same suit. Water, cups, same suit. And you have the Sun in reverse, clarifying fairies and sylphs in reverse. So let's go ahead and unpack this thing, because this looks, well, first of all, the entire bottom row is in reverse. As a matter of fact, all your cards are in damn reverse. Taurus, all your cards are in reverse except Ashumir. Alright, so the center here, we have the Outcast in reverse, clarified by Justice in reverse. Let me open up my book here, because I'm expecting all of this. And let me grab my notes. Okay, so with the Outcast being in reverse here, you all are, like I said, trying to reinvent yourself. I mean, you may be questioning your identity. Like, I think some of you are trying to figure out, like you're in this point of your growth where you're like, okay, so I've learned all these new things, right? I don't want to change too much because I don't want to seem fake. Or some of you probably don't even care about appearing fake or not, but I think what it is that you want to stay true to some of your values or morals, or maybe some of you are actually changing up some morals and values, right? But either way, you're wanting to do this in the most authentic way, or you want to be authentic about it. But I get that feeling. It's like you don't want to feel like you're contradicting yourself, but you're probably going to be contradicting yourself by doing this. But it's okay because it's like, at some point or another, we all kind of contradict ourselves. Like, it's like that saying, never say never, because I feel like, you just never know what could happen. You never know the possibilities. You never know how things can end up changing at some point in your life. I feel like you guys, like I said, are at a crossroads where you're kind of having to go back and maybe reconsider some things. Okay, this is very general, so take it how it resonates. Okay. Being that it's clarified with justice, you guys could be dealing with a Libra. Don't have to be though. But some of you really could be dealing with the justice system here. I'm getting divorce for some of you. Maybe wanting to file for a divorce because of someone cheating here, with the King of Wands being in reverse. Whoever you're connecting with, there is just somebody that's real flighty, somebody that's real in and out. For those of you that aren't married or dealing with those type of issues, there could be some energy that just isn't stable. This could be you or whoever it is that you're connecting with. If it's you, it's the feeling of uneasiness within you is the lack of stability, because Taurus, your natural nature is stability. It's like, building a foundation. You guys are hard workers. That's just in you, okay? But it may be something in your birth chart for some of you, not all of you. If this isn't resonating, tune this part out. But for those of you that are resonating with this, there may be an element in your chart. Could be air, an air sign in your chart. Maybe in the Saturn. Maybe your Saturn sign is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Because for those of you that are unfamiliar with birth charts, we all have different signs for different planets, okay? So this sign that I'm doing this reading for is your sun, moon, and rising. Okay, rising would be your ascending sign, your higher self. So that's for those of you that know a lot about that. But for those of you that aren't too familiar with the other signs, you guys are probably just most familiar with your sun sign. All right, but you do have a different sign for each planet, okay? And I'm thinking that some of you may have an air sign, or it could be a fire sign in your Saturn placement. Saturn is the planet of structure and discipline. So with this King of Wands being in reverse, there is some in and out energy. There's something that just isn't stable, and it's working against what your soul truly wants. So if this isn't you, could be an outer influence, could be a fire sign that you're dealing with. All right, take it how it resonates. Hope I didn't lose some of you. But anyways, with the Three of Swords here, this is also air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But most of all, it represents healing after a lot of hurt, deception, lies, or whatever. I get that someone is changing. This is definitely you. I think that this is some type of growth that's taking place, because if you look at Ashmer, all right, It's a snake and it's a rainbow in the back, right? It represents somebody that has gone through many phases and transitions in life, right? You've gone through the ups and the downs, you know. Snakes have the ability to uh, switch and change all kind of different ways. They're very flexible, okay? They also have a bad rep, so that represents the downside of this card. Like, you know, maybe there's been some sort of I feel like some of you just feel tainted, like maybe your character was in question. Yeah, I feel like maybe some of you could be being accused of something. Like you feel like you're constantly having to defend yourself. I said that in somebody else's reading too. I don't remember who it was. Might have been Virgo. But anyways, yeah, it's like some of you have trouble that constantly follows you. Like, it's like, I'm innocent or I'm changing. I'm changing. I'm trying to change, but why y'all keep coming at me? Why y'all keep blaming me? Why am I always the one under investigation? Is what I feel. Because of whatever you did in the past. I don't know, it's like somebody's hard on you, or somebody's always trying to criminalize you or something. I don't know. Yeah, definitely with this 7 of water in reverse, clarified by 5 of cups. You're trying to redeem yourself from these negative ways, these toxic ways. You don't want to go back to living that life. If this isn't you, this is somebody that's wanting to change. Okay, Taurus. This could be whoever it is that you're connecting with. They're wanting to redeem themselves. They're trying to find themselves. I feel like this is y'all though. But this could be the cross watcher. But honestly, I feel like this is Taurus. I'm gonna just say it. Fairies and sylphs. Let's go back to that. This card may represent an old, mature man or woman who is a dreamer, sensible, melancholic, inspired, a poet, an artist, teacher, writer, scientist, someone with a fine character and with strong conviction, faithful and tender. In combination with other negative cards, false illusions, lost illusions, false prospects, projects with no grounds or future. Okay, yeah. So with it being in reverse and clarified by the sun in reverse, okay. This stood out to me because these 4 cards are on the ends here. All right, and what I see in common here is this sun being in reverse and this rainbow, this 3 of swords in reverse. Like, I don't know, to me all 4 of these cards give off like there was this shitstorm, there was this rain, there was this disaster that took place at some point in your life, Taurus. And you're just trying to find a way to transmute that. You know, you don't want to have this energy stuck to you. Like, you don't want this stigma, whether this is being a cheater or a liar, manipulator, just somebody that's full of bad business. You don't want that rep anymore. You're trying to come out of that. And what it is that you may have some sort of niche. Yes, I said that in the notes. You have a niche. You have a talent, right? And you're trying to find a way to expand this thing. But it's like the blockage is your past. I'm going to just say it. So for the month of September, I feel like you guys are going to be approached with overcoming your past. I don't want to say you're going to have to prove yourself, but you may have to defend yourself in some sort of way. But it's all about how you do it. You gotta change. You can't defend yourself how you've defended yourself in the past. Some of you were probably very combative, childish, or I don't know. You just didn't have any control. I feel like maybe you lacked self-control in some sort of way, trying to defend yourself in the past. So you're going to have, if you want redemption, you have got to show this transition. You have to show whatever you're dealing with, you have to show them that you really have transition. Like you are embodying evolution right now. Like, not a new year yet, but this is a new you. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring that to the table. Okay? It's a new you. This is how you're going to reinvent yourself. This is the incoming energy for September, is, you know, showing up as new Taurus. Okay? All right, let's pull a chakra insight oracle card for you, Taurus, for advice. I think, like I said, you guys have been so used to doing things your way, or being stuck inside of your comfort zone, that you might be a little scared to show off this new state of being. Intuition, that's what we got here. All right, and the number 41 may be significant to you now. The number 41, look it up, okay? All right, so you got intuition, trust, insight, awareness, guidance. So some of you just maybe lacked a little bit of trust, lacked a little bit of guidance, lacked a little bit of awareness in the past, but you are up now. You're woke now. Congratulations, Taurus. Let's see. Intuition is not wishful thinking or idle dreaming. It is the deep inner knowing of our subconscious mind rising up to guide our steps in the world. It is the power of meditative connection and action. It is time for you to quiet your mind and look beyond the logic of your normal perceptions. Invite the wisdom of your intuition to move through your thoughts and actions in very real ways. It starts as you journey through simple decisions each day. Whether to go left or right on a walk, what time to leave for work, when to call a friend, etc. Before you leap into action, practice tuning in to the quiet voice and see what guidance it may offer. Trust it, take action, and see what comes. As you foster this direction communion with your higher self, it will become stronger and easier to decipher from the rest of life's voices. Let's see. This card encourages you to practice being present in life rather than floating off into a daydream fantasy world. To best access and make use of your intuition, you need to be alert, present, and grounded in reality. It does not call for a denial of your physical needs or the realities of life, but rather to tune into a more expansive experience of that reality. We all have intuition. Breathe, listen, trust, follow. Let it empower your life, Taurus. Okay. So yes, all in all, I feel like because that kind of goes hand in hand with decisions and illusions and your options, and like I said, decision making and working on being patient, getting that temper in check. Like I said, I feel like maybe some of you are paying for the decisions that you have made in the past, and some people are still holding it against you. It's okay. It's not okay, but it's going to be okay. Put it like that. Like I said, you're up now. So you are becoming more aware of how your decision making affects your life and others as well. So you just, like I said, tuning into that intuition will help you moving forward, and will help you expand whatever it is that you're brewing up, whether it's recreating yourself, reinventing yourself, putting your talents out there, and just being your best self, basically. All right, Taurus, that's all I got for you. Like I said, if anything in this reading resonated with you, please hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let's see. And if you guys would like to book a personal reading, please hit the description box below. Details are listed there. Okay? And if no one else tells you today, I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay? All right, but that's all I have for today. Peace, love, and light.